Let's paint a simple tea mug using watercolor. This is a beginner-friendly still life painting, and the reference image for this painting is given here, and the sketch needed for this painting is also provided here. You can copy it onto your paper before we begin the painting process. I mix vermilion hue with sap green to get a brown shade, and I add plenty of water to it to get a light value, and I use this mix to paint the first layer of the mug. Next, using a medium value of the same mix, which is vermilion hue with sap green, I paint the left side of the mug. As I move towards the right, I press my brush on a cloth to remove some watercolor pigment. Then I go over the area as you see in the video with a gradually reduced value from left towards the middle of the mug. After adding the first and second layers, I paint the third layer using the darkest value of the same mix on the left side of the mug while the paper is still wet. Next, we have to paint the inner part of the mug. For that, first I'm using a light value of the same mix, that is vermilion hue with sap green. Then using a medium value, I paint the shadow part inside the mug using the same mix. Then using a darker value, I paint the darkest area of the shadow inside the mug. I do not paint on the rim of the mug as you see in the video. Next, I paint the handle of the mug. Again, here we are applying a light value of the mix. Then using a medium value, I paint the shadow on the handle as you see in the video. Next, we have to paint the cast shadow of this mug. For that, I'm using a mix of Prussian blue with a small amount of vermilion hue to paint the shadow under the mug. While painting the shadow, I start from the right side, and as I move towards the left side, I paint the cast shadow and I reduce the value as the shadow moves towards the left. Then I use a clean damp brush to soften the hard edges. The cast shadow that I created initially is a small size, so I make it a little more extending, that is, I'm extending the cast shadow a little more towards the left. Next, we are going to add a background for the mug so that the rim stands out clearly. We are not painting the rim itself, it will remain paper white. But when you add the background, the rim gets proper form and brings the mug to life. First, I slightly wet the top part of the paper, then I use a mix of Prussian blue with a small amount of vermilion hue and I paint carefully near the rim. After painting near the rim, I use a mop brush to paint the background. Once the background is painted, I tilt the board and wipe any excess watercolor pigment near the masking tape. While the background is drying, we move to the final step of this painting, which is painting the T tag on this string. First, I use a darker value of the mix of vermilion hue with sap green to create a brown shade, and with this, I paint the cast shadow of the string on the mug. Next, I paint the shadow of the tag near the left side as you see in the video. At last, using a mix of Indian yellow with a small amount of sap green, I paint the tag. You can see at the top where the thread connects to the tag, so I leave some small white spaces to show the stitching. Then I fill the bottom part of the tag with the same mix of Indian yellow and a little sap green. I left the string as paper white, and that's it. We have created a beautiful still life painting. I hope you found this video useful. See you in another video. Until then, take care and bye bye from Prema.